Hey, good afternoon, guys. Time is 12:51. We are recording this off stream. Like I mentioned, we wanted to give an update as to how the positions are running, and that is what I am trying to do. It was pretty unfortunate and uneventful session in the morning. We were at 13 lakhs positive, and then because of a mistake of mine, where I did not use the functionality of exit PNL, we were taken out in the stream, and we had losses up to mounting to 2%. I ended the stream there, but I wanted to make sure that you have an update as to how the position is running. We continued to manage that position. We are close to where we were in the morning, and we continue to trail this pretty closely. For those who have been on the stream, they would have seen the PNL graph. Pretty decent, this thing. We were at 13 and then a huge expansion in the puts. And we have seen this drawdown on the stream, and this is where I think I ended. Continue to manage this a little bit. It went outside of my RMS limits, but that is how with the sizing things can shape up. But we are back to green. We are managing the position right now, and I'll continue to record this until I exit, and hopefully that give you some confidence as to how you can manage positions that are not in your favor, and how can you get out of with a reasonable or negligible dent. That's the intent. Nothing that we want to suggest otherwise, but just to get you an idea of how this positions ended up. A significant skew on the call side because of the price action. You can deem this as a directional trade because there is literally nothing on the put side. But these calls are now taking some sort of resistance at 67, 68. To get some benefit, these have to go below 64, and I think that is where our targets will hit. But yeah, pretty the way that the day shaped up is pretty interesting. There could be a possible spike up because there is a lot of consolidation in the same area since morning, but not a lot of strength on the call side. That is what is allowing me in such a trade, which might be deemed as a riskier trade. Hope you all had a great trading session. I know some who participated on the stream managed that pretty well, so I'm glad to see that. This call has to sustain below 64 for it to further decay, but the moment it touches that, it has a tendency to spike up. But that is how options work. They don't dump their value immediately, but my view right now is that call that we have will only lose value, and that's the thesis I'm working with. I could be wrong, and I'm waiting for the market to prove me wrong, and then I will see later how I have to manage this position. There are a few ticks that are coming close to 65, and immediately there is a 2-point spike. It is not able to sustain below that for now. Slow decay of calls, which is expected with the nature of the behavior. The call just dumped its value. It went straight from 68 to 61, and that's the dump I was speaking about. For it to further lose value and lose value very rapidly, on the charts it has to break the line, which it seems it will do now. Again, a wick that is forming on the bottom. The strength is low though. Yeah. This is where I was referring to when I said it has to break the value. If this low is broken, there is no stopping of the decay of the calls, at least for the next 30 minutes or so. The supply on the call side is pretty immense, and that is the reason why that is happening. I would not be surprised if both these go to zero. The index is definitely wanting to test the day's lows as of now, which is 1 p.m. our time. Since I have seen a significant drawdown, I want to position myself. I also take additional risk now, because that's how the risk reward works, and if I am willing to lose 24 lakhs, I should be able to make the same thing, especially to help my buffer on the profit side be managed pretty closely in alignment to the risk that I am taking. Again, a wick up on the call side. The calls are gaining slightly, which is okay. The call is holding that. The call is holding that value of 65. It bounced from 60 to 67. Again, without strength, I'm not in a mode of panic as of now. There will be some adjustment that will continue to happen, and it's the nature of the calls that will work that way. Some momentary spikes and then immediately lose value, momentary spike and loss of value. But if this continues to stay above 68 or so for 10-15 minutes, or even 7-8 minutes, that could be, there could be a potential up move that can happen. Back to 50s, and that is where the value is being held. Good amount of spikes. Trying to test the lows again, but it is holding the value, at least momentarily as of now. My comfort is when it goes into 50s and stay in that range. A grueling decay on the calls for sure today. Puts have expanded pretty significantly in the morning, which caught me off guard. But the calls did not melt the way that they usually do when there is such an expansion on the put side. That is how I read the lows and highs are important for the option charts. You can see it is holding the lows and it's trying to move up, but on the charts itself it could be a reversal zone. It's very interesting because I thought the day would be over pretty early, but index had definitely different plans. So yeah, do not underestimate the possible moves that could be exactly the antithesis of your own view in the morning. For those who have watched the stream in the morning, my advice is if you have a trailing SL, I think the best is to respect it. I did not do that. That was a mistake made. And I had to do a lot of adjustments and bear some pain in managing all of that. But I think after this period, what you have seen, I was pretty comfortable on how this will shape up. And that's how I have managed all this. It comes to 58, but it immediately goes to 60, 61, slowly trying to lose value, but there is definitely some push down from the sellers. I'm trying to book this at 51, and that is the low, but even if it breaches the low, it could go really fast down and it could probably end up at 0. But for that, it has to lose its value in the next 20 minutes or so. For now, it is holding the value as such. There is a bounce back into 70s. The behavior of the calls has been they will gain value pretty quickly and also lose value pretty quickly, but when there is a continuation of move from here, all our profits have a possibility to get managed. So I'm thinking alternatives as to how I can position to manage this a little bit better, but I'm holding on to the view of the calls losing value for some more time. I'm pretty comfortable with the way the decay is happening. The momentary spikes are not something I'm very worried about. But what is worrying me rather than the spike is the value is being held. So I'm expecting this call to go below 50s in some time, where I will try to offload some. The decay has been draining, though it's there is no delta move as such, but pure decay right now. $54, $52, and now I think it will hover around that value for some time. It has to go below 54 for us to see a move down. Otherwise it can expand into 60s for some time and just play with that range to give some pain for buyers. back to 60s. It's been a full day at office, so there has been a lot of background noise, lively environment. The way that this option is behaving is a lot of supply. So all of this could change in a blink of an eye if there's supposed to be a short covering type of move. And the reason why I say that is the consolidation that is happening here. And like I mentioned, if this has to breach the lows, that would be really, really great for us. Breached. Slowly trying to expand into 60s range, as I thought that is because of what is happening here. There is a lot of indecisiveness at that level, but definitely looks like a support that is building up. Slowly trying to get to the lows again. There is a very controlled down move that is happening on the Bank Nifty. Apologies about that background noise, guys. I'm also cautious about the time. We are at 126. The velocity of these options can be very rapid during this time. Try and go back into the 70s now. I use that spike as an opportunity basically to move some of the calls from this thing, but it's still a position that is very risky in a way because it has already shown the tendency and desire to move up, but the rapid cool off was evident as well. Now it goes to 50s, it will be very difficult for it to gain value. So I am going to trail this now to 12 lakhs. Put an exit PL of 20 lakhs. $20 lakhs, okay. It would be a shame for sure if it goes back all the way to hit the PL, but hopefully a couple of minutes. I am expecting the target to be met. Tradeflow has been lagging a little bit. $19.7. That's it. We are out of the positions. We have booked 20 lakhs. We have seen a significant drama on the stream. We have seen a significant losses on the stream, and then off stream we managed the positions, gotten ourselves back from the hole. We dug ourselves back into the position, and we have made 20 lakhs, approximately 2% around the profit, around the capital. And the reason why I extended targets is to make sure to get the reward as much as I was willing to lose, or close to that. That's the psychology behind it, guys. Hope you all had a great trading session. We will be streaming tomorrow, so I am hoping we can catch us live. So I'm gonna refresh this. Yeah, 30,000 as usual with the slippages. Orders have been huge. This is the put that has given us a lot of pain, 14,75,000. Rest of them all are manageable. Some mistakes made on the stream, good learning, but I think there are days your psychology works against you, and this is the day that I have had some of it. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of learning, and you have enjoyed participating and watching us manage this. Thanks for watching. Do hit that like and subscribe. Follow us on the social media, and we would continue to showcase how we do trading at Traders Cafe, not only from Bangalore, in future from other cities where we have access to. So thanks, guys. Have a good rest of your day.